Welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a video on this eyeshadow palette. I got this off of Amazon, and so I thought it would be fun to try a palette off of Amazon, and this is like a $7, I think it was $7. I got it for a promotional price from the company to try it out for like $1. But normally I think it's $7, and I figured this would be a good thing to try out to see how it compares to like some high-end products or just, you know, drugstore products, and is it worth it to buy makeup off of Amazon? Because I don't know about you, but I get a little freaked out sometimes about some of the stuff on Amazon. However, if you're interested to see how this palette works and what I thought about it, go ahead and stay tuned, okay? So the name of this palette is the Miscos. I've not heard of this brand before. I had talked to this company and I forgot they had a name on this palette. Let me see if it says it on the outside here. It doesn't say it on here, but this is like their peachy palette is what it in effect was. And these are the colors here. So, excuse me one second. Easy. They're like super peachy. I played with it already and worn it already, so I kind of have an idea of how this palette goes. It's not a first impression. This is more of a try it out, show you guys, and then tell you my thoughts on it. It does come with the oh so fabulous foam brush, which I don't know about you, but I haven't used one of these since the 90s. So that I just set aside, but it does have a mirror. And it kind of reminds me of like a knockoff or a mimic of the Urban Decay palettes. So I'm going to grab one of mine to kind of show you guys what I mean here. So like I have a naked palette here. Now this is not the same color scheme, but you know, it's kind of the same idea and layout, although the brush is much better on the Urban Decay. The fold out is different. It's metal. This is just a, like it doesn't lay fully flat, and it is like one of those cardboard type palettes. I don't mind that. I mean, I have plenty of palettes I like that are made out of this, and for $7, I don't expect the packaging to be that awesome, and the fact that you get a mirror is pretty awesome. So let's just get into the shades and everything here. So I'm going to start here. Now they do not tell you the names of the shades, unfortunately, so I will just show you the shade colors. I can't really tell you past that what their names are, because nowhere on here it does actually say what the shade names are. Okay, so I'm going to lay down a base shade, and I'm going to show you here. Ignore my mirror. I'm trying to not show my camera in here. So this kind of nudie base shade. So it does have a bit of fallout, and I'm just going to apply this along my entire eye here. Give myself a good base. Now I've already prepped up my face and put on some concealer and powder and all that good stuff. So anyway, so that's that. And then I'm going to go in with this same fluffy brush. If anyone cares, this is a Firma 202. I just have brushes I've randomly kind of collected over time from different subscription boxes. So I don't know if you care what brush I use, great. I just kind of grab random ones. And I think I'm going to go and do a peachy look, since this palette has a peachy feel. And I'm going to go into this peachy color here, the lighter peach. There's a darker peach. I'm going to go in the lighter peach, and I'm just going to do that as a transition shade into my crease here. These are definitely not as highly pigmented, but they are buildable, as you can see here. So they're a little powdery. I mean, for $7, they're not bad. But you can see here, it's building up. It's just not like super wow. So I'm gonna do it on this side here. Sorry, I seem to have a problem coordinating talking and doing makeup at the same time. But anyway, yeah, so you'll have to like dip into these shades a couple of times. All right, so I'm gonna grab another brush here. And I'm gonna go into this brush, which I cannot remember, but it's one of the Sephora Ocean Crush brushes. It's the little one that I did a video previously on. I love this brush to kind of get deeper into the crease. So I'm gonna go for this darker peachy shade, grapefruit, whatever shade. And you can see it picks up a pretty good amount, but it dusts off equally as high. And I'm just gonna put it on there. Now, like I said, it doesn't seem to, you have to kind of dip a couple of times. It definitely is not, like if you're used to, you know, ones that are just super pigmented, and as soon as you lay your brush in the palette, this is probably not your palette. But it does build up, and it seems to blend pretty nicely, so that is not bad. I've just been using a couple palettes recently that are extremely pigmented, so it's been, I can tell the difference. So anyway, you can see that I've done that there. All right, so then I am going to lay in a slightly darker color on the outer corner, and I'm gonna go with this one here. And this is more of a shimmery shade. I'm gonna just go in the same brush because I'm gonna kind of just pack it into this little corner here. And see, and it's not transferring with a brush. So I find a lot of these shimmer shades may or may not work well with a brush. And so these, I'll link this below because these things are some of my beauty favorites, are silicone applicators that I got from Sephora. And these things are amazing. I don't know why more people don't sell them. I think Elf has one that I've been trying to find at like Ulta or someplace so I can like tack it on because it's only like $2. But these I think together were like, I don't know, $12, $15, and then I got them on sale. But they're amazing. They act like a little finger, but they allow you to be more precise. I saw a couple of these on Amazon. I may go buy some ones on Amazon and see how they do, but they're just really nice when I don't really want to get in with my finger. And you can see you pick up, and they just pick it up, and then they lay it on there like that. So they work. I like the little one a little bit better because it picks it up kind of like a little tiny fingertip. So this shade is super patchy and kind of hard to apply even with that. I'm going to use my pinky and see if I can put that in there. Okay, so I am not a big fan of that shade. This is turning into a hot mess. I like this brush right here. This is a crown brush. Again, I don't remember exactly what number it is. I'm just going to kind of blend it. This is the brush that I grabbed to blend it. I feel like that's kind of gotten a little bit of a hot mess there. I'll see if I can rescue this look a little bit. The good news is, so yeah, I should have gone in with this to begin with because this, as you can see when I applied it, it's a little bit cleaner and crisper. I think I just kind of made a big mess with the other one. So hold on one second, the baby is waking up. All right, I'm back. So I have a little story time while I'm getting ready. If I can figure out, let me figure out where I put my palette. Hold on one second. Okay, so I put it on my bed. Anyway, for those that don't realize it, I have a 9-month-old, and he is usually a very good sleeper. And poor little guy got a stomach bug and a head cold all in one, and he's finally getting his 2 bottom teeth. I don't really understand why it's taking him so long to get him. And so poor little guy has just been not doing so hot for the last, I don't know, like a week. And last night he just did not sleep. He took like a 2-hour nap today. I am beyond exhausted because I'm not getting sleep either. So yeah, that's been fun. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm dipping into this darker shade and this grapefruit shade, and I'm just going to kind of carry this underneath here. I am getting just a tad bit of fallout. I will have to say this isn't like giving me a ton of fallout, but it's definitely not, this is a little harder palette to work with. I do have to say that. You can see just a little bit. It's not too bad. I'll have to clean up at the end here. I don't wear a lot of like foundation and other stuff unless I'm like doing a full, like I'm going to a wedding look. I'm gonna take a little bit more. This is an e.l.f. I don't know brush. I just bought this when it was on sale. I'm still gonna try to see if I can increase that corner stamp. I'm just not happy with it. That's about as dark as I can get it. So if you like super dark, it's not quite doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my crown brush and just kind of make it nice and pretty and fluffy here and mix it in. It does blend nicely, so I will give it that. So even though it did not, it didn't like apply as well as I would hope, I was able to correct the issue here. Anyway, so the baby's not sleeping well, so this is like a recurring event where I am just not getting any sleep. It's been really, really rough, and I have been super duper exhausted. So the next shade I'm going to go into is this, I think I am going to do kind of a combo of things. So I am going to do this darker shade right here that kind of has like a greeny bronzy look. And I'm going to kind of use this little Silicone because it is a shimmer shade. And I'm going to put it kind of transitioning from that darker crease where, so you can see here, and then same thing on this side. See if I can do it here. Okay, so I got that. And then the one thing I like about this silicone brush is you want to switch shades, you can just do a little water or wipe it off, and it just cleans off really easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this kind of browny pinky shade, because I'm going to kind of do like a umber fading in with pink now here, so that these colors kind of seamlessly blend. I may need to go in with my finger depending on how this goes. So a little bit there. And you see, I just kind of pack with the silicone brush. I really treat it like it's my finger, like it's just not getting my fingers messy. Okay, so now I have that, and now I'm going to go into, this is a shade I really wanted to go into, this really metallic grapefruit color here, if you can see it on the thing. And it again is a shimmer to give myself kind of a pop of color. And I was going to blend it in here. I think actually I'm going to have to go in with my finger because this shade is a little bit difficult. And it's not even layering very nicely with my silicone brush. That's a little better with my finger. So you can see it here. So you can see it is actually turning out fairly nicely. But this is definitely a little bit harder to work with. A lot of these really do best with your finger. So if you don't like layering shadow with your finger because you're messy like I am, then, you know, that would be something to consider. But like I said, it seems to blend well, so I'm just kind of doing that to clean it up a little bit more to keep it vibrant. Okay, so there's that. And then I am going to go in with this really pretty gold shade here by the white. I'm just going to go with my finger at this point because I'm not having good luck pretty much with anything else. I don't know. I just, me and the shimmer shades on this palette are not quite friends. All right, and let me see if I can pack it there. pack it in the corner there. I did kind of touch it down there. Okay, so that's that. So now I'm just gonna go and make sure, clean it up a little bit, make sure that it is blended into my transition shade well. I'm gonna take a little bit of a touch of that transition shade and just kind of clean up that area up there so it looks a little less messy. There we go. And then I am going to go into, because I'm curious about this shade, let me get a different brush here. I love this brush. If anyone has ever, and I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube, gone to Miss A, it's a dollar makeup store. They have a brand called AOA. It's like they have a couple of brands, and I actually at some point need to do a video on it because I bought like $30 worth of Miss A stuff. That's all $1, and one of them is this brush that I got. It's a little pencil brush, and I actually really like it. So I use this a lot to kind of get in and, you know, do a little bit more color here. So I'm just going back into that metallic grapefruit color, kind of pick it up here, and I'm gonna do, and this will probably look awful, but I'm just curious about this pink, metallic pink shade here. So I'm gonna, because I haven't played with it yet, I'm gonna pick it up and just kind of put it under this middle eye section here. Yeah, actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So definitely you can see it's fallen out under my eye a little bit. So this does fall out if you're not careful. I kind of look like a glittery mess there, I will not lie. I'm gonna go back in with my pencil and just kind of touch up the outer part of the smoke here. All right, so now I am going to go in with just a little bit of this goldy color and just highlight a little bit on my brow bone. I usually actually go in with my highlighter, but I'm just going to go on my brow bone there, and then I'm going to kind of soften it and mute it down with a little bit more of that light grapefruit transition color so I don't look like I went to a disco ball. Alright, let me pause a second. I'm going to put some mascara on and some highlighter and a little lip gloss, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on this palette. Alright guys, I am back. I put on some mascara, a little bit of eyeliner because I wasn't quite happy with the look, a little bit of highlight, and some lip gloss. So the other things I used in the video today that I didn't really go into depth that I prepped for is I used this Flower holographic lip gloss in the color Soleil, and I used the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I've been a huge fan of Essence highlighters recently. I'm going to do a whole video on Essence makeup. I also used the Essence Satin Touch blush and the Essence Luminous bronzer. I'm going to go over these products too because I'm currently in love with them. The concealer that I kind of reach for because I don't do a lot else is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and then I love the Becca Hydra Mist powder. This stuff I live and die for. For a little extra glisten, I put on the Noto Hydra Highlighter over it just to give kind of like a dewy look. I got this in a FabFit add-on, and I'll put the video down below. And then I set with the Ready Set Radiant Tarte spray, which I absolutely love. I got this in a glossy box. I think it was last month. I'll put that video below as well. And then I'll link to these little brushes that I was talking about, and I'll put a link to this. So my general thoughts on this palette are, it's not a really good palette for someone who is brand new to a makeup. Oh, one more thing here. I forgot to tell you guys 2 more things that I used here. I went back in here with this automatic eyeliner in bronze from Ulta Beauty, and then the Milk mascara, which was a little clumpy today. I'll have to go about that, tell you guys a little bit about that later. But anyway, so I don't think this is good for a beginner. If you are just learning how to play with makeup, if you're not comfortable with makeup, this is kind of hard to use. It doesn't have a ton of fallout. It just has a little bit, and it blends okay, but it's just not super pigmented. The shimmer shades are very difficult to work with and apply. you really have to get in with your finger, and if I can't even apply them with my silicone brush, then I know that they're quite difficult to deal with. And so I did get a decent look out of it, but not my favorite. Like, for the price, I think it's a decent palette. I think that it'd be interesting to try some of the other ones. And so I don't think you get a bad deal for $7. Is it my favorite palette in the world? No. Am I glad I got to try it? Yeah. But yeah, I'll play with it a bit more. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I felt that way on my first application. Very difficult to use. So anyway, tell me what you guys think. Have you used this brand before? Have you played with Amazon makeup before? And what do you think about it? All right, thanks, guys. Oh, quick reminder, please, if you have not, I'm going to link below my video for my giveaway for the first 50 subscribers that I had. And so I'm going to give away a box of goodies. And then if I reach 100, which we're going pretty fast towards that number, I'll add a second giveaway and I'll announce what that is if we get to that number. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit closer look here. As always, subscribe, tell me what you think, follow me on social media. Thanks, guys.